पूरी दुनिया की खींचोगे?
क्या ये मैं पूरी दुनिया की खींचूंगा? एक मासूम सा सवाल जो शायद एक बच्चा ही पूछ सकता था, लेकिन उस सवाल में भी कई सवाल थे जो मुझे खुद से पूछने थे. She was way smarter than my thoughts. Munshyari has always been more than hospitable to me, and leaving the place is a task in itself. But just like change, motion is also constant. The plan was to keep following the winding road that was going to take us down the mountain we were on, through a narrow valley carved with gushing glacier waters towards Joljibi, where the stream we were following catches up with the river Kali at India-Nepal border. To start with, the roads are a little patchy initially, till about mud coat mostly. But at a place like this, you slowly get to understand the value of a road at all. I pretty clearly remember the first time we covered this distance together, me and Harsh. It was way past sunset due to the puncture we had near Joljibi.
Banga Pani 4 kilometers.
Words can't describe the way the mountains were posing that night.
Joljibi
Under the
35.
moonlight, sound of stream reverberating all along the valley, and shadows to keep you company. Intimidating yet mystical, inviting to be hopeful. One thing that stood out that night in my books was the bridges that we had to cross over. I had never seen anything like it before. Corrugated metal piled up as structures and imperfectly assembled wooden planks as pathways. Some of them really had me thinking if they were safe at all. The thing about traveling out here after sunset is that it becomes almost impossible to spot another soul. We did manage to reach our destination though. The next day, deviating from the original plan of heading straight to Dharma Valley and Panchacholi base camp, we decided to take a small detour towards Narayan Ashram.
अभी हम लोग मुंशियारी से आ रहे हैं और दुक्तू वैली जा रहे हैं.
धर्मा वैली जा रहे हैं, दुक्तू जा रहे हैं. On the way, we stopped at a spot to cook us some lunch and where I had spent a night last summer, and I wanted to share my experience. In the summer of 2018, I got to live on the move with the shepherds who were migrating towards higher altitudes, most of them with their homes at villages along the valley. My task was to know them and about them a little better, and the only way to do it was to live and move along with them. That's the product of yesterday's snowfall. Sleeping by the roadside like they do, or in a cave, or maybe traveling under the moonlight. Overall, it was a hell of an experience. That's a sleeping situation.
Ow. Ow. That's how you call them. Ow. Ow.
There's one more thing that I wanted to share before leaving this place. See that slab over there? That's where I slept last time. Not very far from Dharchula is an ashram established by Narayan Swami in 1936 at an altitude of 2,734 meters. It was the popular route to approach Lepulek Pass in order to go towards Mansarovar when a tarmac road wasn't an option. Throughout this section of the road, the sight of these temporary structures is pretty common. Made out of tarpaulin, wrapped onto a thin wooden frame, it was home for her. काश मैं ऐसा कुछ कर पाता या कह पाता जो उसके किसी काम आता. कुछ अच्छे शब्द शायद जो उसे उसकी मुश्किलों से दूर ले जा सकते, भले ही कुछ देर के लिए ही सही किसी कहानी को दोहरा सकते.
Like a little child, the clouds will be, the days they change. So let me see you smile again, be prudent. Won't you let me see you smile?
कीज खो दिया मैंने अपने कार की. We're going nowhere.